Hi, my name is Luke. I practice in the field of Integrative and Lifestyle Medicine. Integrative and Lifestyle Medicine puts you in the center, gives a 360-degree approach of you as a whole. We help you put it together, we help you find a way, and that is the power of Integrative and Lifestyle Medicine. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today I want to talk about a very powerful word and a highly misunderstood word, sacrifice. Now you would wonder, why am I talking about sacrifice? Because it has everything to do with your health, the quality of your relationships, your love life. When I talk about relationships, it's not just you and your partner. It could be you and your kids, you and your friends, you and your boss, you and your colleagues. It could be you and your pet. A relationship is between two or more people. The point is, your business and career, sacrifice can make a big difference. Like I said, this word has been highly skewed and misunderstood over the longest period of time. People today are like, oh, why should I sacrifice? That's the ego talking. Why should I do this? Why should I do that? You see, a lot of people live with a sense of entitlement. Okay? None of us are entitled to anything. Everything can be stripped from us in the next second. We know that. But yet, because of the ego, we start living with this sense of entitlement. Because you're the CEO of a company, or because you're famous, or because you have some PhD, or because you have a lot of money in your bank account, or you drive a fancy car, or you carry an expensive handbag, or whatever it is. All of a sudden, you feel entitled that everyone should like you, everyone should respect you, everyone should love you, everyone should whatever. That's a sense of entitlement. It comes in between this powerful word of sacrifice. There is one fundamental of sacrifice. What is the meaning of sacrifice? We know from olden day time there were religious sacrifices. You know, you sacrifice an animal or something for a higher good, for a spiritual favor by the gods. In every religion it's different. We're not talking about that today. We're talking about the meaning of sacrifice, where you sacrifice something of lesser value to you for something of a higher value. Or you sacrifice something today for the larger good. You sacrifice, you put in that little effort to switch off all those, lights and fans you leave on in your home for the larger good. Because maybe you have children, grandchildren, and you want to take care of climate. You want to take care of electricity. You don't want to waste it. So you put that little effort. You put that little effort to make a difference for the larger good. Today, I may have to sacrifice junk food and processed food, no matter how much I like it, for the larger good. Now, what is that larger good? My health. Because my body is an asset. Okay, I need to be an asset to my family, to my loved ones. So I make a sacrifice. Sacrifice is not about being a victim. A lot of people think that, oh, I've given everything and I've not got everything back. That's not a sacrifice. Absolutely not a sacrifice. A sacrifice is, for example, you have a brand new car and now you want that adrenaline rush. So for that thrill, you sacrifice safety. You take a chance, you drive really fast. Okay, you sacrifice safety. Hopefully nothing happens to you, but it is a sacrifice that you've made for thrill. Okay, you sacrifice so many things in life. Sometimes you'll sacrifice going out, with your friends because you want time with your family. So you sacrifice something of lesser value to you for something of greater value. This is the meaning of sacrifice. So understand this. Okay, people want to lose weight, for example, but they want it all. They don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to sacrifice junk food. They don't want to sacrifice going out and eating all their meals outside. They want comfort because they feel entitled that, oh, I'm paying a nutritionist. I'm paying a doctor. I'm paying a personal trainer. Fix me. But they're not willing to make the sacrifices that are required. People go to oncologists and say, I have a cancer and I'm sick and whatever. And the doctor's trying to tell them, hey, okay, I'll treat you. Here's your chemotherapy, here's your radiation, but you need to change the way you're living. You need to stop smoking. Those are the little sacrifices that the patients need to make for the larger good. Okay? There are students, we all know today, everyone knows in life, to win, someone else loses. To be first in class, someone else in the second place lost. There's always winning and losing. Everyone is not a winner. That's what we're teaching children today in society. Everyone's a winner is making society emotionally weak. Because the moment these children and teenagers step out into the real world, which doesn't care about that. There is winning and losing. These people who think everyone's a winner then crumble. They crumble under the impact of the truth of the world. There's going to be politics. There's going to be manipulation. There's going to be unfairness. There's going to be all of these traits as you start your working career. But because you grew up thinking everyone's a winner, now you're not a winner and you crumble emotionally. You need meds, you need therapy, all because you were programmed the wrong way. The point is, all of us have to make sacrifices. Our children have to make sacrifices too when they make a decision. Do you want TV time or do you want to choose the party that's happening down your building? You got to make a decision. You can't have everything. But the point is today, we want people to think that they can have everything because that's the comforting lie sold by the world to everyone. You can have everything. You can be anything you want. Yeah. If you put in the work, right? If you make the sacrifices. Otherwise, everyone should be having everything they want. So when it comes to health, of course you got to sacrifice. You're living in a world today against pollution, pesticides and food. It's a tough world. So if you're not sacrificing or putting that effort to build a stronger immune system, what's going to happen? You know you're going to get sicker. You know your immune system's going to be weaker. So we all need to make sacrifices. Famous people have had to make sacrifices to be where they are. Billionaires make sacrifices to be where they are. The less privileged people have to make sacrifices to survive, to get that one meal that can keep them full. The point is sacrifice is real. And unless we understand this, we go into relationships with a feeling of entitlement. That, oh, this has to be my way. And all that relationship stuff breaks down. Everyone in relationships also have to sacrifice. Now it's between the two partners that decide what they need to sacrifice because no one's perfect. Life isn't perfect. I'm going to have to sacrifice something to keep my relationship going without making myself a doormat, without making myself a victim. That is important. We're not slipping into victimhood over here. We're not slipping into being a slave and a doormat. No, we got to sacrifice things sometimes for the other person. That's the beauty of love. There is sacrifice. There is something that someone does because they go out of their way. They put in that extra effort. They sacrifice something in their life to give you something more because it's meaningful to you. There's nothing wrong with that. There's a huge difference between equality and sacrifice. Everyone's treated with equality. But yes, you go that extra mile to make your special one or your kid or whoever it is feel special. You sacrifice something for the larger good. Now, this also brings you to the topic of judgment. You can never judge anyone. You can never judge anyone. There was a point that my mind would judge people who are destroying their bodies with cosmetic surgery after cosmetic surgery just to look beautiful. And until I sat down with them and I understood their story. All their life, they were put down, they were abused because they looked a particular way. Today, they don't care about their health. To feel human, they care about their looks. So they've sacrificed something that they think is a high value to them. They've sacrificed something for it. So some of them sacrifice their health. They look, it's okay if I get sick, I'll handle it. But right now I need to look good. I need to feel accepted. Of course, they can be coached out of this thinking, but we cannot really ever judge someone. Or we look at people over there who are selling their souls. You look at prostitutes and you judge them and you say, oh, they're selling their bodies for money. There's always a different side. It's just what we see as value to us. What's value for you may not be valuable to someone else. So I may sacrifice going out late at night, socializing with people, watching a movie for my sleep. Now that's important to me. So greater value, I'll sacrifice things that I don't think are so valuable. But for someone else, it may be the opposite. Their sleep may not be important for them, but socializing so that they feel good and they connect because it's them. So they sacrifice sleep for something else that makes them feel good. So the point is we can never really judge anyone. The point is, what are the sacrifices that you choose to make your life better? Because I can guarantee you one thing right now. If you are stuck in a toxic relationship, there could be several reasons. If you're stuck with health that is not changing, a business that is not growing, a job that you're stuck in, you're not spiritually growing all the time, feeling empty and angry and frustrated with life. Okay, look at the things you need to start sacrificing of smaller value for greater value. So sometimes you even need to do the value assignment exercise. What is valuable to you in life? Example, I may have something really small. My first break after I see my first couple of patients in the morning, that is sacred time to me. That is important time to me. That is so important for us to understand. That is so important for us to understand that we need to sacrifice something of a smaller value for something of a greater value. So when you have, like for me, that time is my coffee time. And when I have said that coffee time is important for me, I make it important for me. That's my value. That's my recharge. So you need to sit down and make a list of all the little things in life which are valuable to you. And if you've not yet achieved them, what do you need to sacrifice in order to achieve them? Because you cannot have it all. You can think you have it all, but no one can ever have it all. There's the billionaire who still has something lacking in their life. There is the most famous person who still has something lacking in their life. There's the healthiest person that has something lacking in their life. There's a sick person that also has something lacking in their life. The point is, you need to make that decision. What is valuable to you in this lifetime? And if you're not yet achieving it, what is it that you need to sacrifice for the larger good? Not because I'm saying it, it's because how life works. It's how evolution works. Your cells in your body, the weakest cell will be sacrificed for the health of the healthier cell. That's how the human body works, and nature as well. The weaker animal will not survive. It'll become some other animal's food. That's how it works. So we got to rip away the layers that we've put in our mind, whether it's everyone's, a winner, to everyone's entitled, to everyone should always be comfortable. These are lies sold to you. There will be discomfort in life. It's through discomfort that you grow. Your health as well. Right now, I can guarantee you, if you're stuck with a health problem, you are not sacrificing enough. You believe that you should be entitled. You're still in denial that, I've been fit all my life. I did this. I was an athlete. How could I get sick? Well, you're sick now. Accept. And what do you need to sacrifice? What are the changes that you need to sacrifice right now? That's how life is. So whenever you're stuck, whenever I come across my patients or clients who are stuck and they're saying, Luke, I'm doing everything. My next question to them, what are the things that you should be sacrificing that you're finding it difficult? Like the person, who wants to improve their lung cancer but refuses to stop smoking. They need to make that sacrifice of stopping to smoke if they want to get better. Or it's the person who wants to build a great body but they're not willing to sacrifice alcohol. They're training hard, their diet's great, but one weekend they're drinking 8 to 9 drinks, which takes away all the effects of their 1 week of working out because they're not willing to sacrifice that little thing for the larger good. So know your larger good, know the value you want to create, and then make a list of the little things that you need to sacrifice. First, break the mentality of entitlement. No one is entitled to anything. We reap what we sow. It's as simple as that. And sometimes you look around and say, but look at that person, he got rich and we know he's done this and done that and stuff. That's not for us to worry about. Or you come across a person, Luke, I know someone who's snorting cocaine all the time and drinking, but look at them, they have no health problems. That's not for us to worry about. You need to worry about you. They could be fine now. Maybe they'll be fine for 10 years. Maybe they'll live to 100. But it doesn't mean you will. We still need to do the exercise of sacrifice. Have a great day, everyone. Until next time, eat smart, move more, sleep right, breathe deep, and remember, you care is all about you.